What are spot elevations? They are a way that we, as site grading designers, communicate precise elevations at critical and specific locations in order to clarify our design intent. It's common to use spot elevations for hardscape surfaces, walls, fountains, etc. Contours, which we've been using so far in this course, are more for landscape areas and non-paved surfaces. Spot elevations are indicated on the plan with a little plus symbol and a number. And if there's both a spot elevation and a contour, the spot elevation is going to take precedence. That's what's going to be built. Where do we need spot elevations on our site grading plan? There is an in-depth discussion about this in your textbook, so I want you to carefully read it. But here's the overview, here's the list, We need spot elevations at stairs and ramps. We need it at walls, sometimes fences. You definitely need a spot elevation for a drain, to tell us where that rim is set. You need it at the beginning and the ending of a swale. You're going to see spot elevations for the finish grade of hardscape elements. Those are paved areas. You want spot elevations at existing trees to be saved. And finally, the finish grade of any special landscape elements. So let's look at a couple of simple examples. On the left, we have a catch basin with kind of this watershed of this grassy area going down into it. We need a spot elevation at the rim of that drain to see exactly where it is set. On the right, we've got a swale, again, in a landscaped area, and we need some spot elevations at the beginning and the ending, to tell us how that swale is draining, And there's a catch basin in that one as well. You'll need a rim elevation for that one. Here's a much more complicated example of a hardscaped plaza, that needs many spot elevations. So let's walk through this, And the first one is item A, this spot elevation at the building entry, And then we also have item B, we have multiple locations of just critical points in the pavement surface, in order to get that all to slope correctly. You'll need an elevation of the water height and also the bottom of any water pools. That's for this fountain here. We need to know the top of each of these benches. And apparently there's some stepping stones back here. They need elevation. And we've got this fancy rock sculpture in the middle that could have its whole own drawing. It's going to include many elevations of the different heights of those elements. We've got a planting area over here that needs an elevation, and finally a handrail. So you can see that a more complex design like this is going to need more complex elevations.